Godzilla's most epic battles caught on camera. The video kicks off with a high-energy montage. Godzilla unleashing his atomic breath, King Ghidorah's massive wings spreading, Mechagodzilla firing missiles, and Mothra soaring through the sky. Dramatic music builds excitement as clips of explosive battles flash across the screen. Welcome back to the channel that's all about celebrating the biggest, baddest monsters to ever stomp across the silver screen. If you're new here, today we've got something truly epic lined up for you. We're diving deep into the most legendary battles of the one and only king of monsters, Godzilla. From bone-rattling showdowns to heart-pounding close calls, we're counting down the clashes that left cities in ruins and fans cheering for more. So grab your popcorn, get comfy, and let's get this monster party started. The Legend of Godzilla. Before we jump into the action, let's take a moment to appreciate the big guy himself, Godzilla. Did you know he first emerged from the depths way back in 1954? That's right, our favorite giant lizard has been rocking the monster scene for over 6 decades. Originally conceived as a metaphor for the devastating effects of nuclear weapons, Godzilla became a towering symbol of nature's wrath and humanity's hubris. But over the years, he's evolved. Sometimes he's the villain, other times the hero, and occasionally, the reluctant savior. His appearance has changed, too. From the menacing charcoal black creature with a beefy build to the more agile and spiky versions we've seen in recent films. Remember that time in the 70s when he had those quirky, almost googly eyes? And let's not forget his atomic breath, iconic, right? It's gone from a simple smoky exhale to a neon blue laser beam that can slice through mountains. Talk about a glow-up. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. First up on our list is an all-time classic. Godzilla's epic battles against his arch-nemesis, King Ghidorah. So, who's this three-headed, golden-scaled dragon that keeps giving Godzilla a run for his money? King Ghidorah isn't just any monster. He's an extraterrestrial terror bent on planetary domination. With the ability to fire gravity beams and create hurricane-force winds with his wings, he's one formidable foe. Imagine the scene. Dark storm clouds gather as King Ghidorah descends from the skies, lightning crackling around him. Godzilla rises from the ocean depths, ready to defend his turf. The two titans charge at each other, and boom! The battle shakes the earth. They exchange devastating blows, Ghidorah's gravity beams versus Godzilla's atomic breath. One of the most jaw-dropping moments is when Godzilla bites off one of Ghidorah's heads, only to watch it regenerate moments later. Talk about resilience. These battles aren't just about brute strength. They're a clash of titans symbolizing nature's fury against otherworldly threats. Godzilla vs. Mothra. Next, we have the enchanting yet formidable Mothra. Don't let the delicate wings fool you, she's a powerhouse. Mothra is often depicted as a guardian of the earth, representing rebirth and the beauty of nature. She comes with her own set of mystical abilities, like healing powers and the ability to communicate telepathically through her tiny twin priestesses. The dynamics between Godzilla and Mothra are complex. They've been enemies, allies, and everything in between. In their legendary clashes, Mothra uses agility and mystical powers against Godzilla's brute force. One unforgettable scene is when Mothra bravely defends her eggs from Godzilla, showcasing her fierce maternal instincts. These encounters explore themes like harmony with nature, sacrifice, and the cycle of life and death. Mothra brings a touch of elegance to the otherwise chaotic monsterverse. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. Now let's get into some man-made mayhem with Mechagodzilla, the mechanical doppelganger built to take down the king of monsters. Whether constructed by humans fearing Godzilla's destructive power or alien invaders looking to conquer Earth, Mechagodzilla is packed with advanced weaponry, laser beams, missiles, and a sleek metallic exterior that can withstand Godzilla's attacks. Their showdowns are the epitome of nature versus technology. Sparks fly, literally, as Mechagodzilla launches a barrage of missiles, and Godzilla counters with his atomic breath. One of the coolest moments is when Godzilla uses a magnetic field to draw Mechagodzilla in for a finishing blow. These battles often highlight the unintended consequences of humanity's attempts to control nature. Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. Brace yourselves for one of the most intense and emotional battles in the Godzilla saga. We're talking about the gut-wrenching fight against Ghidorah. Born from the oxygen destroyer, the very weapon that killed the original Godzilla in 1954, Ghidorah is a horrifying crustacean-like creature that evolves into increasingly terrifying forms. At this point, Godzilla is experiencing a nuclear meltdown, his body glowing red and emitting immense heat. The stakes have never been higher. The battle is brutal and heart-rending, especially when Ghidorah targets Godzilla's son, Godzilla Jr. Watching Godzilla mourn is something we never expected to see in a monster movie. The final confrontation is a spectacle of destruction and emotion. This battle serves as a poignant conclusion to the Heisei era of Godzilla films, exploring themes of mortality, legacy, and the devastating consequences of nuclear power. Godzilla vs. Biollante. Switching gears to a battle that's both bizarre and beautiful, Godzilla's encounter with Biollante. Biollante is perhaps one of Godzilla's most unique adversaries, a hybrid of Godzilla's own cells, a rose, and the DNA of a scientist's deceased daughter. Set against the backdrop of ethical dilemmas surrounding genetic engineering, this battle is as thought-provoking as it is visually striking. Vines lash out, spewing corrosive sap, while Godzilla fights to free himself from Biollante's grasp. One standout moment is when Biollante disintegrates into golden spores that drift into the atmosphere, a hauntingly beautiful sight. Though not as commercially successful, this film has gained a cult following for its innovative monster design and exploration of deep themes. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Yes, outer space has its own version of Godzilla, and he's not here to play nice. Born from Godzilla's own cells that were sent into space via a black hole, it's sci-fi. Just go with it. Space Godzilla comes equipped with telekinetic powers and massive crystals protruding from his shoulders. The battles are next-level crazy, featuring city-sized crystal structures and gravity-defying combat. Space Godzilla's abilities to manipulate gravity and energy make him one of Godzilla's most formidable foes. Teaming up with the mecha robot Mothra, Godzilla faces off in an explosive confrontation that pushes his powers to the limit. While the film received mixed reviews, it expanded the Godzilla universe into the cosmic realm. Godzilla vs. Kong. Now for the clash that had everyone buzzing, Godzilla vs. Kong. Two legendary titans from different corners of the monster world finally meet in an epic face-off that's been brewing for decades. It's the ultimate showdown, brain versus brawn, aquatic terror versus jungle king. From battling atop massive aircraft carriers to duking it out in the neon-lit streets of Hong Kong, every scene is a visual feast. Kong's intelligence and use of tools, like that awesome battle axe made from a Godzilla dorsal plate, give him a fighting chance against Godzilla's raw power and atomic abilities. The movie sparked endless debates, Team Godzilla or Team Kong. Regardless of who you were rooting for, fans agreed that the film delivered on its promise of epic monster action. Honorable mentions. Before we wrap up, let's give a shout-out to some other epic showdowns that deserve the spotlight. Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. Known as the smog monster, Ghidorah is a pollution-fueled creature that brought environmental issues to the forefront. The film's psychedelic visuals and serious message make it a standout. Godzilla vs. Gigan. Introducing Gigan, a cyborg space monster with hooks for hands and a buzzsaw on his belly. Yes, it's as wild as it sounds. This battle is pure 70s kaiju craziness and a fan favorite for its campy charm. Godzilla. Final Wars. This film is a monster mash of epic proportions, featuring Godzilla battling nearly every kaiju in his rogues gallery. And there you have it, the most epic Godzilla battles ever caught on camera. From facing off against alien dragons and mechanical doppelgangers to forging unlikely alliances, Godzilla has proven time and again why he's the undisputed king of monsters. These battles are more than just city-smashing spectacles. They're stories that explore humanity's relationship with nature, the consequences of our actions, and the eternal struggle between good and evil. These battles have left an indelible mark on pop culture, inspiring countless films, books, and even music. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your all-time favorite Godzilla battle? Did it make the list, or is there an underrated gem we should check out? If you enjoyed this monstrous trip down memory lane, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Stay tuned, because next time we're diving into the mysterious origins of some of the most intriguing kaiju out there. Ever wondered about the backstory of creatures like Rodan or King Caesar? We'll be uncovering their secrets and more. You won't want to miss it. A final montage plays with slow-motion clips of Godzilla roaring triumphantly against various backdrops: city skylines, rugged mountains, and fiery sunsets. The classic Godzilla theme music swells, evoking nostalgia and excitement. As the screen fades to black, a silhouette of Godzilla appears with the words, "Thanks for watching," and a small heart emoji.